When you think of a Souls game, you probably think of titles like Dark Souls. But what if I told you I found a game that turns the entire genre on its head? Say hello to Another Crab's Treasure, a colorful, hilarious Souls-like starring possibly the cutest protagonist ever. Don't let the cuteness fool you though. Beneath the bright colors and ocean puns lies everything a good Souls-like needs. Brutal boss fights, challenging mechanics, and plenty of opportunities to get absolutely humbled. Last week, I got my shell handed to me when it took me 5 hours to beat the first boss in the game. Needless to say, it was a giant wake-up call for this Souls-like newbie. Today though, we're pressing forward, suited up in our finest soda can, because we have a meeting with the Queen to discuss some very overdue taxes. The journey to the castle wasn't long, but it wasn't without its challenges. After fighting our way through, we finally arrived at Fort Slacktide, home of the Queen herself, and honestly, a pretty nice castle. But this is where I started noticing some things that felt off. The first clue came from a line of citizens waiting to speak with the Queen. According to one crab, cigarettes are now the newest snack in the big city. Personally, I'll pass.
In the big city. Oh, I'm sure. Now remember what we talked about, Vito. Don't speak when the Duchess is speaking, or she'll chop my head off. That's a good boy. What are you here for? Begging the Duchess not to demolish my house for a new food court. You know how it is.
The more people I talked to, the more I got the impression that the Queen wasn't exactly known for taking criticism well. Which, to be fair, what ruler really does? Still, by the time I reached the front of the line, I was starting to get a little nervous. Luckily, there was a gap in her schedule, and I was ushered in the throne room immediately.
Come back when you've made an appointment like the rest of... Actually, due to a gap in her schedule, our Royal Duchess is receiving walk-ins for the next 15 minutes. Wait, huh? Oh, neat. I'll head on in then.
And here's how it went.
Speak.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I recently had my shell taken away, and I was wondering if there's any way we could work out some sort of a...
Do you like my castle, little hermit?
Your castle? Oh, it's pretty neat, I guess.
You guess? A lot of work went into this place, you know? Work made possible by generous contributions from citizens like yourself. And it was worth it, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Perhaps we can work out a deal, little hermit. First, I'll need something from you. My castle still lacks a certain... je ne sais quoi. A platoon went out on my behalf to recover something shiny and gorgeous from the cave to the west. But those buffoons haven't reported in since. Catch up with my platoon and help recover something worthy of my beauty. Turn to me with trinket in claw, and we can speak of delaying your tax payments for no longer than 2 calendar ties.
Okay, thank you. I won't let you down. I'll get you the shiniest thing I can.
Begone, little hermit. I tire of you.
Now, hold on a second. What exactly about this tiny hermit crab screams legendary treasure hunter? Is it the soda can shell? The crippling tax debt? Regardless, I accepted the challenge, and we set off in search of something shiny enough for royalty. But first, supplies. The castle storage room was, well, not in great shape.
Really didn't want you to see the mess back here. Just find what you need and skedaddle, okay? Please don't tell anyone. I'll have it cleaned up soon, promise.
While digging through the mess, I discovered even more bizarre treasures.
Mario. Uncrustworthies. Grape jelly and mozzarella sandwich. Ew. This room was supposed to be cleaned up like 2 tides ago. First the urchin spill blocking the west tower, now this.
Among the questionable sandwiches and suspicious snacks, I found some string. Combined with my new hook, it unlocked a brand new ability, the grappling hook. And let me tell you, this thing became my best friend.
I swear to God, if this isn't butter, I'm seriously going to lose it. That's my favorite. Bye, guy. Hope you get the room cleaned.
With grappling hook and claw, I made my way to the top of the west tower and headed toward the moon cave. No! There was a hole there. Yeah, he's got a dirty Q-tip. I don't know if I can get past him without fighting him. Whatever treasure was hidden there had to be valuable enough for the queen. What I didn't know was what stood between me and that treasure. Or this guy. This is the moon snail. I still don't fully understand who he is, but he introduced us to another important mechanic, umami. Umami is basically the magic system in another crab's treasure. It gives your shells special abilities and can completely change the way you approach combat. Oh! Creature blocks the hermit crab's path. Immune to his physical attacks, it may only be dispatched by his newfound umami powers. Well, isn't that convenient? The noble moon snail denies any involvement in manufacturing this scenario. Of course he does. Which is incredibly useful, if you actually remember to use it. Sorry, tiny bit of foreshadowing there. Amazing what you actually notice while you're editing your own footage. As well as the opportunity to meet his newfound idol, the mysterious and attractive moon snail in the flesh. Anyway, into the caves we went. I searched everywhere for something shiny enough to impress the queen. I picked up every sparkling object I could find and fought my way through wave after wave of enemies. That's adorable. Why does he need to sit? That's too cute. Is that gonna be the thumbnail? It might be. Okay. I don't know why we needed to do that, but... No! That was my fault. Okay, I have no choice. I have to go over here and fight this guy. At one point, I even caught a crab wearing a banana as a hat and wielding a comb as a weapon, which somehow wasn't the weirdest thing I'd seen all day. Well, that was awesome. But despite all that searching, I still hadn't found a suitable treasure. That was until I stumbled across this guy, our next boss fight. Now, if I told you this battle took me 9 hours, you'd probably believe me after last week's episode. Thankfully, though, it didn't. Don't get me wrong, it was still tough. But after surviving Nephro, I was starting to understand how these fights worked. Yep, okay. Little by little, I began recognizing attack patterns. I learned when the boss would swing his bottle, when it was safe to attack, and when I needed to dodge. Fast. Every failed attempt taught me something new. This is a banger. Mama's gotta fight a crab, okay? Yep, man your battle station. Mama needs to focus on this, though. Well, almost every failed attempt. Because apparently, I still hadn't learned to use umami. Come on, girl. It would have helped you so much. Eventually, though, I did remember it existed. Not exactly at the ideal moment, but, you know, better late than never. Yes! Take that. And after plenty of close calls, we finally emerged victorious. And our reward? A beautiful pearl. A shiny treasure fit for a queen. Look at him strut. Yeah! We did it. Now all that's left is heading back to the castle, delivering the pearl and getting my taxes postponed so I can get my shell back. Wait, who's that? At long last, the hermit crab lays eyes on the powerful, borderline sensual body of the moon snail. Who wrote this? Right. I told you this was going to get weird, right? After another conversation with the moon snail, I learned that we can unlock new abilities and combat skills through his upgrades, which is definitely going to come in handy later.
A hermit crab returns, prepared to augment his abilities. Streamline. Press B mid-jump to gracefully dodge through the water. Skewer. Press RB while sprinting to perform a rapid lunging attack. Release your block the moment an enemy strikes to perform a parry. Your shell won't take damage and opponent might flinch. Hermit crab's shell is invaluable in protecting him from predators, but protection will not be enough to achieve his goals. He must make his shell a tool of aggression. He deflects his enemies' attacks, destabilizing and confusing them. How can such a small creature withstand such a massive blows? It seems to defy the natural order. Out in the open ocean, many creatures must take of another's body in order to survive. Hermit crab has taken life many times already, but as his story escalates, so too must the violence. Hermit crab moves like water itself, performing practical acts of acrobatics to avoid his predators. But one wrong move and it could all be over. While we're at it, can you tell me how taxes work? The hermit crab knows instinctively to stop pushing his luck. Duly noted.
With my new powers acquired and my conversation with the suspiciously sensual snail complete, I headed back towards the castle to deliver the queen's pearl, only to find...
Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, what are we getting ourselves into, guys?